Who's the Glinda?
Yeah.
I hate Glinda. I'm sorry. I can't stand Glinda.
Why? Is she too nice?
Oh, well, I just, yeah. You know, you just look at her and you're just thinking, you know what, she's up to this. She has some sort of alternative motive. At least with the Wicked Witch of the West, you know what you're getting. They also have the Wizard of Oz movie coming out next year, too.
Oh, yeah, Oz.
Oz, the all-powerful.
Yeah, him.
But that's me and my twisted thinking.
Yeah, that's interesting. Definitely something to think about. One thing to always keep in mind with this game is that the events with Sora and Rico are not happening one after another. They're both happening simultaneously at the exact same time. So when we saw Sora a minute ago going through the door and you heard somebody shout Sora, that's the scene we're about to come up on. So if that helps anybody out there with confusion. Yeah, I really did want to play all of the games in chronological order just to help people with like who haven't played it and just wanted to see something.
Well, you still can.
Oh yeah, I still can, but I wanted to make a whole month to it, and I didn't realize.
The only way you can do it, I think, if you do it like DSP Gaming, and it takes like 60 parts per day. Just sit down, just film the whole thing. You know, put it in, you know, the machine, put it together, and just release it. You know, all that.
I think with Birth by Sleep I have a better chance now, because now that I have the Hop Hog I can do PSP games.
Yeah.
Because originally what it was going to be was just another one of these, where it was camera to screen.
Every time I see the organization's symbol, I think of the Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades, Ace of Spades. No one wants to live forever.
With all the lasers, with all the lasers and stuff going on, and the look of this place, it kind of looks like the Death Star. Which brings up a point: there is no reason why they can't use Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts 3 now.
You know, that is a good point. Maybe that would be too, because they borrowed a lot of elements from Star Wars. But yeah, if you want to go that far, well, there's no reason why they can't use Marvel characters now.
I could think of quite a few Keyblades and items that they could use. Like they could give Goofy Captain America's shield.
No, they can. They still have the rights to Naruto Shippuden, even though they're not doing anything with it. Pisses me off.
That'd be interesting. A Naruto world. Hidden Leaf Village.
That'd be fun. Yep. I like things can fly around now.
Yeah, that's always fun. Yeah, I'm just trying to get some treasure. The Dream Eaters are interesting. Not necessary, really, but interesting. They're kind of like Pokemon sort of things.
I feel real bad right now.
Why?
I feel selfish.
Why?
You were kind of bored. Yet you were kind enough to sit through my shitty-ass Incredibles playthrough.
well,
I'm trying. I'm hanging in there.
I'm bored too. I mean, I already played the game, so that's why I think doing live is a hell lot better.
Sora?
Post commentary can get boring.
It would be kind of funny. You hand it to me, and all of a sudden, the playthrough comes to a halt.
Yeah, so this is that part where Sora is just sleeping and kind of discovering the plot.
So basically, he's become the damsel in distress now. Yeah, that's another thing too. I really do appreciate the bromance between Riku and Sora.
And how it's kind of a role reversal.
Well, one thing I have picked up in this whole thing is that it seems to me like Sora was an accident.
He really was.
Yeah, he was never. You know, it's not as bad, but it almost feels like Titus from Final Fantasy X.
I know, it really does.
Where he's not really supposed to be the hero. You know, he was just kind of dragged in here. You know, like he really wasn't supposed to be here. He really has no business being here. And so that's why. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
Cheesy line. I'm what nightmares fear.
Oh yeah. When you said that, I first time I heard that, I was like, man, that reminds me of.
Ally to God, nightmare to you.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
So now we're dealing with a nightmare.
Yeah, I felt like a Goku line there. Yeah, and that's why I strongly believe that in Kingdom Hearts 3, Riku is going to be the main character, the main protagonist. And
I'm sure he might be.
I would not be surprised if Sora is a non-playable character. I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And you know what? It would be gutsy if Sora was like non-playable. It was like reversed from Kingdom Hearts 2, where Riku is like missing for most of the game, and you only get up to him like at the very end.
Yeah.
It'd be. I would probably something like that, where
where I feel like you don't get to play as Sora until the end of the game. That's why it's going to be like probably one of the best moments ever.
Or like you're looking around and you don't know where Sora is. Or you hear rumors that Sora might be here or Sora might be there.
Yeah.
But you don't really see him until the very, very end. And then you have the final confrontation, and then you have the Dark Knight Rises style ending. I can get the bomb out over the bay. Sora, Kyrie kiss. Sora flies off, and this gummy ship blows up in the distance.
That'd be funny.
And then Riku is at some sort of, maybe like he's in college or something like that, and he's sitting at the in the
that's
plateau.
actually no.
He looks over the corner and he smiles and he sees Sora standing there, sitting there.
Yeah,
I can believe that.
If there is one thing that I do find incredibly ludicrous about Kingdom Hearts that bugs me till no end, the parents.
That is very, very true, and we discussed that. They do have parents, and they are kids.
Yeah, because even in Kingdom Hearts 1, you heard Sora's mom.
You did hear Sora's mother.
Sora, dinner's ready. Sora.
Unless this takes place all in one day or something.
Oh, no way. Because
when you get into things like time, sometimes that may be the point.
Well, even Chain of Memories and the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2 established that it took 1 year for Sora to get his memories back in that pod.
Oh, that's very true. You think? Well, maybe Master Yin's taking care of it. He's telling us that. Yeah, so I actually would appreciate that idea. I think that actually would be pretty cool if Riku was the main character in Kingdom Hearts 3.
I have good reason to believe he probably will be, but I also have really good reason to believe that he will not be the only one. And that will be explained later.
Well, they could have like a special multiplayer mode where you can go online, you could select all your different Keyblade users or organization members. Man, that'd be awesome, actually. Organization members, and you capture the flag or destroy as many Heartless challenges. Oh, that'd be fun.
Never be able to wake up from.
Yeah, so Riku knows that if Sora goes into that dream, that state of sleep for too long, he won't be able to wake up, and he will be a vessel.
Explain the vessels.
The vessel is what all of the organization members in Kingdom Hearts 2 were going to be.
Ansem. Sora can no longer wake up. No matter how many nightmares you consume, anyone who has fallen into the chasm of dreams. What? Dreams hold our memories. Sleep holds our dreams. And darkness, it holds our sleep. Sora's heart belongs to the darkness now. Sora would never give in to the darkness. But you feel it, don't you? This world, the nightmare, the abyss. Why haven't you returned to the reality whence you came? No. This is a dream of a dream. A twofold nightmare. This whole journey, you have been inside Sora's dreams. And now darkness within darkness awaits you. What? No! I can't get loose! At the start of your test, when you struck out from that tiny island, you saw me there dressed in a robe. Immediately you knew something was wrong. So without even knowing it, you dove into Sora's dream. And you became exactly what that sigil on your back represents. A dream eater to protect Sora from nightmares. Me? I'm a dream eater? Correct. But you failed to
Okay, well, I just remembered... I just got into something else.
the darkness.
What's that?
Protect those you cherish. It is a shame you locked that power away in the end. Except, it's not over. I can still save Sora. So you understand what to do. Set the darkness in you free, and you can rescue your friend. Ansem. Or Xehanort. You used to be a Keyblade wielder. But darkness stole your heart. And the Keyblade with it. Don't you see? That's half the reason I'm even on this journey. After allowing darkness into my heart, am I still fit to wield the Keyblade? Even after locking you away, here you are, haunting me again. So I get it now. There's no point in trying to hold the darkness back. At last, you see clearly. You know, when I look at you, there's this memory that
muscles
flashes
dragging.
back. A secret I said I'd keep when I was little.
Oh, the girls go crazy.
For Riku.
The main reason I kept dreaming about seeing the outside world was because of him. My journey begins here. And now, I'm going back to the real world. And then to Sora's side. That is your answer? Yes. I know the way. Consume the darkness. Return it to light. You can try.
Oh, sorry guys. Forgot we were here. Okay, so yeah, for anybody who didn't quite understand, which it's kind of hard if you didn't, because he kind of flat out told you. was while Sora and Riku first started by going into the world of dreams, immediately something wrong when he saw Ansem's heart